Tupac and Mary J. Blige. If I'm not mistaken, they was messing around, right?
Ooh. What is messing around? Hold on. First, I'm gonna say, Mary was a great woman. Her image, from what I had seen from her being the leader of what was she called, the queen of hip hop back then. Kind of like her music was different, and I didn't like her. You know, I didn't really like, you know, that style. But when I met her, she was so nice. You know, I just have to say that. She's a great person, and I'm not trying to diss her, but I'll tell you the truth about it. So back then it was around Christmas time, and you know, Suge would give away turkeys, and you know, and then we all went to the mall. He'd buy people stuff. He was spending like all kinds of money on people, and everybody was buying stuff. You want this coat? You want this? Everybody was like doing that, and she's in the mall, and she's just all humble. And I spent a little time talking to Mary, and she was nice, man. But I think Tupac was, we were finishing up All Eyes on Me, and I think she was seeing KC at the time, and I think they got into it or something, and she left. I don't know if she called up Tupac, or maybe she left because Tupac called her up. Who knows? But she went with Pac, and he was smashing. He went to his house on you know, his little loft, and yeah, he hit that.
Right. Yeah, man. That's pretty interesting, man. Because if I'm not mistaken, either Mary J. Blige was on Bad Boy, or she was affiliated with him.
Affiliated, and yeah. Oh man, yeah. Ooh, there goes the story right there. Suge was hitting something. He was hitting somebody. I think Puffy's woman. We was all at Pac's house. He was in one room. He was in another. I left. I didn't have nothing to smash that day.
So Suge Knight was in one room with Misa, and Tupac was in the other room with Mary J. Blige, and they both were smashing.
Boom, boom. See, Pac was different. He was like, for Suge, he was streets, and he had all these other artists, but Pac was a different type of brother. You know, he came from us, Bay Area, you know, this player shit, you know, and he had that swag, and Suge recognized it. So they do work together, where Suge was the boss, but then Suge was also soaking up some type of game from Pac, because, you know, they was rolling at that high level. So yeah, they was doing it. Him and Suge was banging them out, kind of like me and Tupac was when we was younger.
Did Tupac have any conversations with you about Mary J. Blige?
Other than a comment that you probably heard, I'm not gonna repeat. I'll just be like, I don't know. Nah, nothing really.
What comment? I mean,
Nah, I'll let.
you talking about the comment about I think Reggie Wright. He told me a story about how Mary J. Blige was sitting on Tupac's lap, and Tupac told Suge afterwards that she had a stench or whatever.
I'll just say he probably didn't get the stench when she was sitting on his lap. It's probably when she was in his bed with her knees. Yeah. That was right. He said that.
So when Tupac was having relations with Mary J. Blige, that's when he, you know, smelled the stench or whatever.
That's fun. Are we really talking about Mary J?
No, I'm just saying.
We're talking about Mary J's vagina right now. Well,
hey, you know.
Hey, women have certain times when it's right. Sometimes it ain't. Maybe that was their only opportunity to get down. Maybe there was not enough time for soap and shower. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I heard that story. He was just like, we know about Madonna. He smashed that Mary J. Faith. But it's just more of his lifestyle. Whoever he ran into got bumped, you know, because he's very charismatic and charming, and he knew how to do it because he was taught by the best. But who do we see? Oh, you know who I I was like, damn, he likes Kadada. Kadada was fine. Okay, we used to hang around her a little bit. I mean, I didn't know that he was her wife, but because he was fucking. And OJ's daughter, that girl was beautiful. You see her on TV, she's like, ah. In real life, she was a notch, man. She was dope. But basically, he was hitting everything, man. Wherever we, that's, doing the music, that's the dinner. Going home and fucking bitches, that's the dessert. Yeah, he did that shit, man. Let me tell you a little backstory, though. Tupac wasn't always a player. He used to be a lover. He would write poems and raps, man. And that's kind of how he became a player. He had fallen in love with this girl, and his boy Ryan D knew that girl had did something with me, and he kind of rubbed his nose in it. He said, "Hey, Ken, I don't bite my lip. I'm not hiding nothing. I'm not telling. I don't kiss and tell, but I'm not hiding from anything either." So he said, "Hey, man, what about blah, 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 that girl?" I said, "Yeah, man, I had her doing this shit with cheese, and yeah." And Pac's face just dropped. He was like, and right in that moment, he made a shift. He never wanted to look silly again. He had put himself out there, because he was a lover. His heart was gentle, not like he was a punk, but he gave a girl what a girl was supposed to have, And then when he got his heart broke in front of everybody, he picked up the pieces and never did it like that again. So they say he was with Kadada and they was getting married, but he was still, I don't know if he was, I wasn't around those last couple days before he died. So I don't know, maybe he made a commitment or something, but he was smacking whatever. And he wasn't chasing skirts, as they say. He wasn't chasing nothing, they was chasing him. Madonna had a key delivered to him, that kind of shit. And the way he handled it is kind of like what he got from me and my crew. He had a little style, swagger, stuff that made the girls chase you. And plus he's a big star.